All right, so I guess I'll cover Cardano again real quick. I'm looking at the charts right now, and I'm like, they're looking really good. Um, so yeah, I just posted that video, that 2-minute video where I was like, this is the most underrated channel on the internet or whatever, and I'm saying Cardano is the best investment of the year. I'm calling it. I'm calling Bitcoin going to 53,000. Lots of really cool stuff. But obviously I was right about all of it, and I had like 2 people watching back then, and anyways, I got 153 views last night, and I was really grateful for it. So I just wanted to show that video clip just kind of as like a, like, it's just cool. It's just cool that we went from having like 2 viewers and me being like, this is the most underrated channel on the internet, to having 153, which I was really grateful for. So it looks like we've hit this Fibonacci area perfectly. 1, 2, 3, and then we tested this Fibonacci area perfectly, bounced higher. We got this wick right here. So going off of like an Elliott wave type idea, you would have an impulse wave. And I mean, you could definitely go off of impulse wave, corrective wave, impulse wave, corrective wave to one of these pullback targets potentially. We've already hit this pullback target, but any of these pullback targets before potentially hitting some measured moves. But this just definitely looks like an impulse wave. We did get, so the charts are kind of saying 2 things right now. We do have this massively bearish this massively bullish candlestick close right here. We do have this massively bullish candlestick close right here, and then when we open, we do get rejected. So we have a temporary rejection right here, but we have a very bullish 4-hour candlestick close. Yeah. So there's a few ways of looking at it. Let me chart it with the information we have now off this swing high. Hopefully my internet's a little bit better. I fixed my settings in OBS so it shouldn't lag as much. I'm just doing this quick update right now. I'm going to be streaming all day today. I just wanted to give you guys this quick update on Cardano. And kind of like just like a tribute thing, because I was like, oh, this is the most underrated channel on the internet. Like, I'm not like, I really put my neck on the line like so many different times with all my calls. I'm like, Bitcoin's going to 53,000 guaranteed. Bitcoin's in a bull market, guaranteed. Like, and we've been right about everything. I've perfectly called every single price action all the way up to every single level right now. And then it's just crazy. It's just crazy because everybody's talking about Cardano right now, and I'm like saying that I'm the most underrated channel, talking about it months ago, like saying that it's like a really big deal or whatever. And now all of a sudden everybody's trying to get Cardano, and it's outperforming everything today in the crypto space. So I just kind of wanted to make this video as like, I mean, it's bullish. So like what I would see from like bullish is like, I mean, we could hit this area like we said, hit resistance, and then come back up. Or we could hit this area as resistance and then come down to possibly this level right here, this level right here. A lot of this is based off of like hype, and a lot of people are going to be like, why is Cardano not retracing or whatever, and FOMO in. It looks like we have sort of a double bottom here. I can measure this. It's not entirely a double bottom. Let me take a look at it, because like I said, double bottoms, the price action comes in from the top for a double bottom, and then from a double top, the price action comes in from the bottom. But so this isn't a perfect double bottom, but it's not terrible. And really what I'm looking at right here is you have this bottom right here, you have this bottom right here, you have the neckline right here, you have the price action come up right here. You do have a little bit of wiggle room right there, which isn't entirely favorable, but And then I guess I can go over Bitcoin for a second. I mean, I already covered it. You know, really what I'm looking at on the charts right now is there's that death cross. And if you're new to crypto and you don't know what a death cross is, it's a pretty substantial. So it looks like it just about hit that measured move. And so it's just kind of playing out. Yeah, I would like to see, you know, there's nothing really guaranteed with this right now because not a lot of it is based off of fundamentals. A lot of it is based off of just massive hype. And the fact that these patterns are playing out, like even when they really shouldn't be, is just showing like how ridiculously hyped this coin is. Let's see. But yeah, I guess I can go over, let's see how that death cross is looking. On Ethereum, you just had the, what is it, the MA2, so the moving average on the 10, the moving average on the 10-day, 10-day moving average, MA10 on the daily, it just crossed, and then there was a death cross last night on Ethereum. And it's, you know, I was saying it was holding up a little bit better than Bitcoin, and then we had that death cross on Ethereum, and we had that major cross on the daily. So yeah, we're right next to that. We still have not gotten the death cross on Bitcoin. Again, it's on the daily. It's the MA5 crossing the MA20. And it looks like it's going to happen. We do have a pretty clean doji right now on the daily. It's consolidating. I don't see any, like, it would have, the price action would have to rise above, the price action would have to rise above 49,340 and hold it to negate that idea of a death cross on Bitcoin on the daily. I don't think that that's going to be the case. Let's just take a quick look at it. Let me see if there's any questions. So no long yet. No, definitely not a long. You might get wrecked. What you think about Bitcoin? Your last video was all messed up. Yeah, I hope I fixed the setting on OBS. But I was talking about a death cross on the daily chart. So I showed that clip. And, you know, I'm still looking at that. That's what I'm looking at. That's why I'm keeping you guys updated. It looks like it's just about to cross. And if we do get this death cross, which looks at this point inevitable, the price is most likely going to dump. So no long on Bitcoin yet, nah. I don't know what message retracted means. Internet's still lagging. I'll fix it next video just because I can't fix it in OBS to my understanding in the stream. So settings. Video. Yeah, I can't fix it in the stream, but this is definitely the problem. Alright. Better to hold ETH over Bitcoin right now. So they're both looking bearish. So there's a death cross, like I said, on the daily on Bitcoin, which is not good for Bitcoin. But Ethereum is also looking pretty bearish. Ethereum already had its death cross, and the price tanked. And then so you would look at this chart right here, and then this is just going to be the last question. Let me see what my boy Fractal Space said, and then I'll answer your question. Can you please explain a death cross for noobs? Yeah, so a death cross is when a very small moving averages crosses above a major moving average. So there's bearish crosses, and those are, you know, relatively substantial, and you'll usually see a relative price correction. A death cross means that the price action, it's basically the most substantial moving average cross that you can get, and it usually has, you know, a pretty massive. Let's see what happened to Ethereum after its death cross. Ethereum went from 1700 all the way down to almost 1400 after its death cross on the daily that just happened. So yeah, I think Bitcoin could definitely start moving quickly down after that death cross. That looks at this point inevitable. If we miss it, I'll tell you, but it seems almost inevitably impossible. It's just moving a little bit slower because it's the daily, but it's like right next to crossing. What happens with ADA when their protocol upgrade. So yeah, they're working on the main net right now. So once it releases, like once they finish the Goguen step 3, whatever you would call it, I can't think of the name right now. Then basically what you're going to see is massive news after massive news after massive news about all these Ethereum networks that want to move over to Cardano. They're all going to start moving over to Cardano, and then there's really nothing you can say about Cardano, and it's going to go up a lot. I said that March will be a big month. Yeah, so I mean, everything's going according to plan. Everything's good. The only thing right now that I've been talking about a lot with Cardano is everybody's saying, like, you know, the reason that Cardano isn't like the best crypto right now is because like Ethereum has so many dApps built on it, blah blah blah. Polkadot has so many dApps built on it, blah blah blah. But Ethereum or Cardano doesn't have any dApps built on it. Everything's going to plan. Everything's going to plan. And when mainnet launches, it's inevitably going to have a bunch of dApps built on it, and then there's nothing you can really say about Cardano. Everything should work perfectly, and yeah, and then it's probably going to see massive bull run as constant news is coming out about it. And then hopefully Uniswap, you know, we'll see how Uniswap integrates Cardano, because that'll be incredible. And then that will like destroy Binance's, you know, whole thing, because if we can get decentralized DEXs, and it gives more programmers the ability to use decentralized DEXs and fund those transactions. Because really what you're doing with a decentralized DEX is you're only providing liquidity to the pool, and then what the computers are doing with these applications like Uniswap and like the Ethereum network that's powering it, they're just swapping liquidity. So they're taking one liquidity from one guy and then from another guy. It is horrible today. Yeah, I'll fix it in OBS on my second stream. I'll fix it. It's got to be because of my settings that I have right now. I'll turn down the resolution one notch, and then I will fix it in OBS. I apologize about that. But all these decentralized DEXs, how they work, and this is like for like Uniswap, like, and why Binance is doing so well and why Binance is about to get wrecked once Cardano launches, is because all these decentralized DEXs, what they do is provide liquidity to the pools. Like they provide, like there's liquidity from, you know, different providers, like anybody that's yielding, yield farming is providing liquidity, and then from that liquidity, all the computers are doing is switching the liquidity from one person to another person, saying, oh, we're going to take your liquidity, give it to him, and then we're going to reward you for it or whatever. So and so you don't really need, like, the only reason that it's expensive right now is because you need a lot of incentivization to because there's so much congestion on the Ethereum network with high gas fees. So as soon as Cardano launches and we have lower gas fees, it's going to be really easy to swap coins, which I'm very excited about, among a lot of other things. But yeah, Charles Hawkins, yeah, he talks a lot, but he backs it up. And I back up Charles, and I was one of the OGs that was always backing him up on multiple social media accounts. I told you guys, you know, 88 going to be the biggest thing, and this is the most underrated channel. I had 2 people watching back then. It's crazy. I switched. I was so happy that I got like 100 subscribers that I literally took off most underrated channel on the internet. That's how grateful I was. But yes, that's a death cross. You think idea about the possible bounce around 20 to 40 on BTC and still in place? Well, yeah, I mean, I really do like that idea a lot. There's nothing really saying that that's not the case. Right now, when we look at the charts on... Yeah, it looks like they're just now touching that death cross. It looks like they're just now touching that death cross on the daily. And yeah, like it's literally impossible at this point for it to not to be a death cross. But right now on the candlesticks on the daily, we have a doji, which is paired up with this death cross that's about to happen. That's happening right now. That's going to be massive. And then there's just a lot of bearish candlesticks. There's almost a morning star formation. It's not perfectly a morning star formation. I guess I can show it to you real quick. But I'm not trying to be on here too long. I just wanted to give you guys a little update. Oh, did it hit one of our Fibonacci areas? I really just wanted to come on and do a little Cardano to celebrate the fact that I was like, guys, go get Cardano, and this was like a long time ago. But yeah, all right. Yeah, there's nothing showing that Bitcoin's reversing right now. Maybe my internet is lagging. Maybe, I don't know. It should be OBS. I'll fix it in a second. You guys know in the streams it's usually like that. So yeah, I'll change the settings right after. Yeah, so I mean on the 4 hour, this is really bearish. This is really bearish. This is, we were talking about this area right here. It looks like we didn't even bounce this area right here. We just had a quick wick up and then a quick wick down. And then as soon as we break this idea right here, which looks like inevitable with this death cross about to play out, I mean, the only chance of Bitcoin survival for the immediate short term, I don't want to freak anybody out. You guys already know like everything that I talk about on Bitcoin. In the long term, it looks healthy still. In the short term, the only survival chance it has is holding this level right here at 45.92, and this is just relative. This is just in the short term, in the immediate short term. This is, what it has to hold, and it's not going to hold it looks like, with this death cross playing out. Let me see. Oh, I was on the wrong chart. There we go. So we go to the daily.